If you're looking to find a remote setter job in the fastest fucking way possible, like literally like a week or less, then I've got a little known technique. It's called Facebook groups. Facebook groups. Facebook groups.
Mark, give me the Zuck.
A couple days ago, I applied to every single Facebook group inside of 30 Day Setter, which is an ebook that you can download below for free. And inside those Facebook groups is thousands of high-ticket business owners that are actively looking to hire remote setters. And so in today's video, I'm gonna be breaking down the good job posts, the bad job posts, and the scam job posts that they're just trying to take your money. And then just as a reminder to anyone that's new to this channel, I am on a 30-day journey where I am sourcing, applying, and getting offered a high-ticket remote closer job. And for this series, I am following this process that you're gonna see on screen. And for today's video, we are on step 1, which is just looking at the advertisements. We wanna find the advertisements that these high-ticket business owners are putting out there so we can actually apply to the job in the first place. So without further ado, let's get started.
Okay, now let's talk about good offers that you can find. So this is an offer that I found in one of the Facebook groups that I went ahead and I applied for because it was showing a lot of different green flags. So I just want to read through it with you and showcase like what are the different things in here that I noticed that were just like A-star player things that I want to discover more about. So remote closing dating relationship offer. 13-year-old company is looking for 5 experienced closers to join our team for an offer we've had for over 6 years. So 2 green flags there is that the company's 13 years old, but the offer is something that they've had for over 6 years. You want an offer that's been around for a long time because you want high case studies, success, results, not only to just be able to sell it to the students, but for you just to internally to feel good about what you're selling and like, yeah, like I'm impacting people's lives. I'm changing people's lives. So that makes me feel good. I'm excited. Small red flag or like medium flag is they want 5 closers. Now, the only teams that I've seen that really utilize 5 closers is an offer that's doing like $1 million a month or more. So for them to have 5 closers is like, wow, this must be like a massive operation. And if their closing numbers, like if their revenue doesn't match up with the amount of closers on their team, then that's going to be a red flag to me. So I need to write that down for further investigation when I possibly get on an interview with this company. So what our closers can expect: 15% commission plus bonuses on day 1, ability to make $12K a month, warm and hot leads on your calendar every day, no setting required, make massive changes in men and women's lives, surround yourself with a top-notch team. So biggest things here that I'm looking at is that it's warm leads on my calendar every day. Fantastic. Love that. Ability to make $12K a month. It's pretty standard for a closer. 15% commission plus bonuses from day 1. So what I imagine he means from the bonuses is if you collect a certain number of cash each month, you're going to get extra cash. So let's say you cash collect $50,000 or whatever it is, you're going to get a bonus on top of that from day 1, which is great. Some companies, they make you stay on the company for at least 3 months before getting bonuses. So day 1's cool. 15% commission. Awesome. So that's above average in this industry. You're getting paid 10% commission. So to get paid 15% is awesome. I'm curious to know what the offer price is, because if it's a $10,000 offer, then I'm making $1,500 per sale. Like that's really good. If it's a $5,000 offer, I'm making $750 per sale, which isn't bad. It's still good. Don't get me wrong. Like it's still good. 15% is nice. So that's a good sign. What we expect is previous high ticket closing experience, hungry to make some money and impact lives, coachable, good attitude, hardworking team player, and motivation. Guys, this is everything I tell you they are looking for. Coachable, hungry, hardworking. Like these are just traits that you don't need to be trained for. These are just how you show up as a person. Real quick, guys, if you want some more information about how to become a remote setter or remote closer, click the link down below to apply to our community of remote sales reps that are earning anywhere from 5 to 30K a month in income. You'll get access to a bunch of different information that'll give you a really high-depth view of what this industry entails and get to connect with a lot of different guys in the same space. So click that link below and I'll see you on the inside. Previous high-ticket closing experience. So with that, if you don't have experience, you can get in the door in some of these offers just by having trainings under your belt. And what I would recommend is apply to this offer still and see if they have any appointment setter positions opened up. Because seriously, if you have no experience whatsoever in sales, I would not start in this position. I would start as an appointment setter. for various reasons I could get into in another call, but I would still apply and just ask if they're hiring other appointment setters. Available at least 30 hours a week to take inbound and warm calls. Cool. 30 hours is nice. It's not even full time. We are looking for 5 closers in the next 10 days to bring onto our team. Comment on this post ready if you're interested, or PM me, or skip the line and fill out the application here. So I'm like, cool. So right away, I clicked on this application and I checked out more about like what they were looking for, what their form was. And inside that form, they had a video explaining more about their offer, the commission, what they're closing at. And to me right there, I got a lot more details about their offer. And I was like, okay, this is a legit opportunity. Let me spend some serious time on this application. So I went ahead and researched a bit more about their company. I went through their application, this link here, and like thought about my answers. I probably spent maybe 15 to 20 minutes sending an app, maybe 15 to 30 minutes sending like a proper application that's very customized to their offer and really positioning myself as the best person. And you can see here, guys, like I was the only one who liked this post, and 3 comments. One of those is me, one of those is a scammer, and then one of those is the author. So like I was really the only one that was taking up this opportunity. This is what I mean when I'm saying like there are more coaches than closers out there. And I was just here to scoop it up. And I think today, even this post does not have any like comments or likes on it or whatever. Like I'm just scooping up these opportunities. Okay, here's another great post that I found by Kelsey O'Neill. So first thing I noticed in this post was there is a cover image with her in the photo. That just right away tells me like this is not a scam because she's actually assigning her own like image to this post. Another thing that stands out to me about this post is they talk about their values inside of this post. Okay, and why that stands out to me is because high performing companies, they are really specific about culture, and they really want to ensure that the people they bring onto their team are culture fits. And that's for a couple reasons. But I mean, for you applying to this position, you want to ensure that the company you're working with matches your vibe, your energy, and you actually like being there. And it's the same way for them. You could be a top performer, but if you're really kind of like an asshole, or you don't fit in with the team, then they're going to cut you because you're not a culture fit. So typically lower level companies don't focus on this stuff. So if they're ever talking about their values, mission statement, stuff like that, then these guys are in a whole nother ballpark. Okay. And then just to confirm that, if we go to the top here of this post, so first off, they say looking for exceptional closers with proven results. Okay, are you passionate about helping business owners solve their marketing challenges? So in the first line here, she talks about the offer of what they're selling. That's great. Are you a top performer committed to mastering the art of sales? If you identify as professional and enjoy speaking to decision makers, this role is for you. What's in it for you? Join an elite 7-member sales team driving a multi-7-figure business. Yes, we hit 4 million plus in sales last year. Okay, so that means this company is doing around $350,000 in sales. That's really great. They offer 10% commission plus a $100 bonus for every PIF, which is great. A PIF is anytime you talk with the client and they pay like the full offer price in full. So in this case, they have offers ranging from $10,000 to $16,000, and you'd get an extra $100 if someone pays that in full. So if you're able to make a 10% sale on $16,000 and make $1,600 per sale, I mean, that's a massive, massive opportunity. And they're not just going to give that to anyone. I mean, they're going to have lots of applicants. And if someone is closing at 20% versus 25%, you're always going to give the person with 25% the better opportunity, right? And guys, it's like simply with these opportunities, you can work as a closer in a smaller level company for say 3 to 6 months, selling a $5,000 offer, which is the typical range for beginner closers to get started into. You make $500 per sale, do that for 6 months, and then graduate into a company like this that has a higher ticket sales price. And then literally within like a week, 2 weeks, your income just doubles. Nothing changes. The only thing that changes is the offer price. So what I would do is I would go into an appointment setter role for 6 months, graduate into a closer role for 6 months, and that closer role, you're probably going to be selling a $5,000 product. And then from there, graduate into a closer role where you're selling a $10,000 product, and then keep moving on from there. Full-time role with a goal of 5 transformative calls a day. I love that language, transformative calls, because they're not sales calls. They're you're transforming people's lives and making changes in people's lives, which is awesome. Okay, so here's another offer that I'm putting it in the bad category, not because it's necessarily like the worst thing ever, but it's not great. Okay, so let's go through this real quick. So first up, looking for a US female closer. Right away, you know it's not a scam because they're disqualifying who they don't want on their team. They don't want to work with men, and they want to work with people only in the US. Okay, we are looking for a US female closer in the health and fitness space. So they're talking about their offer, what they sell. Great. So just a couple things that stand out to me right away, right? So the position benefits, they're offering 5 to 10K a month only after 90 days. That's a long ramp up to possibly get to 10K a month. If they're ever giving you like a range of income, you always want to just ask yourself, like, at that low range, what if I'm only able to make that, like, initially? Like, am I okay with that? This is probably what they're looking to pay, like, this closer right off the bat. That could be for 3-6 months. You don't know. And so it's like, this is probably a smaller company that's building up and ramping up. So that's why it's like not the best opportunity. The other thing they don't mention here is anything about like values or culture, what their team is like, probably because they don't have like a huge established team yet. They're building that. They're figuring that out. So this is one of those offers that like, yeah, you could make this income doing that, but it's like, the company's probably going to be going through massive changes over the next year or two that you're going to probably have to like be involved with and manage and go through like different headaches of stuff. I'd personally just rather not deal with that and go to like a better job post where they already have all this shit figured out. Okay, so this is another good job post that I found by Mr. Harry Knights. First thing I noticed again with this one is just like the cover image. Like he's got a cover image of him and goddamn Harry, you looking fine. But anyways, he's posting this, and he also has a link to a form which immediately qualifies him as like someone who is serious, looking for candidates. Like, this guy's not messing around. Okay. Only red flag I see in this post is that his earning potential is between 2 to 7K per month, which means like right now, maybe he's only able to pay $2,000 per month, right? But he does say it's a fixed salary plus unlimited commissions, which means like maybe the fixed salary is $2,000 a month and the upward mobility of the commissions will allow you to earn up to $7,000 per month. So definitely a legit opportunity, definitely could work. But the upward mobility of this post is like small. It's like not the best post you can apply for, but definitely a legit opportunity with like a serious guy in the company. Okay, here's another offer that I found. Again, like isn't great. It's not that good, but it's like, it's not like terrible either. Okay. So, looking for closers who have a proven track record in closing deals, has sold lead generation services for local business and marketing agencies. Commissions are $500 per closed deal on a $2,500 offer. Okay, so first off, the post is very short. Okay, when posts are very short, they don't like think a lot about like who they're trying to hire. They just want to get someone in there. Okay. Secondly, $500 per close is standard. If you're selling a $5,000 offer, which again is the standard, you're going to be making $500. So for them to offer $500 on a $2,500 offer tells me that their company's too small right now to be able to offer a closer an income that they would need like 5-10K a month. So they have to compensate that by giving a higher percentage of their offer. So they're actually giving 20% commission, right? And I used to do that with my appointment setters, so I know how that works. You know, I didn't have enough revenue, so I couldn't give them enough calls to take. So on the calls that they did take and they did, set for me, I had to give them a higher percentage. So again, for something like this is probably just like a startup company, maybe 1 to 2, maybe 2 to 3 employees on this team. You are probably the sales team. You know what I mean? Like you're a one-man department. And so that again just comes with a whole headache of different problems and issues that you have to go through. So I did like message him because I wanted to see like what I did want to like verify this, and I ended up hopping on an interview with him and talking with him, and I was totally right. They only had 2 members on their team. So yeah, feel free to like respond to these posts and go through it yourself. Okay, now let's talk about a bad job posting. So context here was I submitted a job application in one of these Facebook groups, and I commented on the post saying, hey, I just submitted a form application to you. And I said the business owner's name at the end. And then funny enough, some random Joe Schmo responds to my comment as if like she was the owner of this post. And she says, glad to hear. Please DM me with setter, closer, or cold caller as well. Looking for committed people who have been looking for a position for weeks, but haven't had much progressive. First off, spelling's like terrible. Second off, why is this happening? What is she doing? Well, she obviously wants me to message her for follow-up details, and she wants me to go through her to get hired on an offer. But is it really an offer? So this is like the scheme, the scam. You're going to find there are scams in this industry as well. And so the scam is this, is they want you to work for them, but in order to, and they're going to make it sound amazing, fantastic. You're going to get all these crazy benefits, great commission. It's going to sound like the craziest, easiest thing ever. And the scam is this: in order to get on that offer, you have to go through their training to be hired. Like you have to go through their setter training, closer training, all these cool videos, educational content, but that is going to cost you. Could be $300, $500, maybe $1,000. It different. I've heard a lot of different things. And once you go through that training, I mean, 99% of the time, the offer is just like BS. Like it doesn't exist, or it's just like some terrible, wacky thing. They usually just take your money for this like training, and then they like leave you in the dust. Good offers will never make you pay for training. So if anyone's trying to make you give you money to go through their company training, it's a complete scam. And if I message this person, I guarantee you that's what would have happened. And you can actually see the author of this post commented to her saying, hey, this is my post. So like I would know that not to message this random woman. So that's just a common scam to look out for. But I'll also give you some just like general commonalities you'll see between these posts to know if it's like one of these scams. Okay, so some other common like scam things I just see all the time that I just like scroll past them at this point is anytime they're using like this text or font, any kind of header where they're really trying to grab your attention is usually a scam, especially if that header isn't disqualifying candidates. It's just saying appointment setters make 3 to 8K a month, opportunity to move into a closing role. This is often something I see as well on scam posts, is when they're promising this opportunity to move into a closing role. And then just in general, I mean, this post, just as a side note, I mean, it's super brief, it's super short. Good companies don't make a short job post like this, so you would just kind of skip over this, not touch it.